As a sales manager, I would tell you that prospecting is important in any business, in any sales organization. For us, with 60,000 targets out there, we have a lot that comes to us, but without the ability to outreach and find new people, we probably wouldn't survive for very long. And so what Jeb teaches will enable us to find leads that won't otherwise come to us and give us the opportunity to find new sales and keep the business moving forward.
I think it's just the heart and soul of why I built the business in the first place. I love to hear that that we're a lot like Aladtec in the way that we look at our values, because it tells me that we're in the right place. When I built my company, I built it from the perspective of what it was like when I was a vice president hiring people like me. What did I want? And I wanted people that believed that everybody mattered, no matter who it was. When they walked into the business, it wasn't just them and focusing on me, it was everybody in the organization. So one of the things that we say as a company is that everybody matters, everybody. Every person we're training, every person in the organization, because you never know who you're going to touch that day that you're going to have a positive impact on, that may change the trajectory of their day, may help them get a customer, or may just change their life. And we have to learn how to step in the shoes of the customers that we work with, so that it's easier for us to communicate with them and it gets credibility. And those salespeople downstairs that we were working with, when they look at me, they don't see some talking head that just showed up today who's just reading off PowerPoint slides. They're seeing someone who's in the trenches with them, who has lived this, done it, gets it, understands it, and is willing to flex in the moment and even make mistakes with them as we're trying to work through the issues that they're trying to deal with in order to get more customers into the pipeline.
The type of guy that Jeb is, I don't know that it matters if he's speaking to 1,000 or speaking to 15. It played out very well for us and gave us a lot of takeaways on the day.
So my key takeaways were that I need to schedule call blocks throughout my day, make sure that I'm very actively calling prospects first thing in the morning, making those 15 minutes of time for 15 calls at least, where I am actively setting appointments. The other key takeaway would be just being myself and getting to the point, being confident in the way I speak, and not being afraid to simply ask for the appointment.
I think what I learned most from Jeb was how to convey a message that is geared towards the customer's needs, rather than just providing them a bunch of information about why we're great.
I think Jeb is a very down-to-earth guy. He knows what he's talking about, but I think he really genuinely cares about helping these organizations. It just comes across how he is, informally, casually talking to people, but also just the knowledge that he had of our business going into it. Just his overall experience was extremely helpful.
The thing I learned about prospecting and sales is great, but I think back to communication and messaging, you can apply this to anything. It's fully applicable to many aspects of life and work.
So when it comes to a day like this, and in terms of what did they think of it, what did they get out of it, I was really proud of our people. And that was in part to the way that Jeb led the training session. They were full participants all day, were as productive as they would have been on a normal day without Jeb here, because of the way he teed up the training and allowed them to go out and do as much or more in shorter increments. And that'll give them a lot to take away going forward too. And would absolutely recommend, Jeb and having him back if we're able to do that, and or attending the Outbound conference for all 2, and from what I understand, 3 days next year down in Atlanta as well.